boys, if Jamie asked you to write something on her profile about her, what would you write?
I would just say she was in The Sopranos.
Okay.
Wow, you really gotten to know us over
guys,
this.
I'm really confident about our relationships here.
If you make that guy come, did you just make the come?
Sure.
Not today, pal. Not today.
So, you know what I forgot to tell you from a while ago? Somebody, because we were we were just sitting here listening to the theme song before we go. And you said, if anybody out there could tell us what they're saying in our theme song, we want to know. And somebody wrote, I can't believe you guys don't know what they're saying. They're saying, not today, pal, not today. and I was like, wow, this person is. Yeah. And I was like, well, I don't have any social media, so I couldn't comment back, but I wanted to be like, no, we meant the other.
Oh, by the way,
part.
do you want to understand how tired I am? I literally was like, oh, God, you idiot, Jamie, you didn't know that? I was just laughing at myself. But yes, no, I'm aware that it says not today, pal.
But it's the walkie-talkie stuff. Or
That's right.
Yeah,
the
it's
subway
actually
announcer or whatever.
It's a taxi cab.
Yes.
Whatever that's called.
Yep.
Walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
So listen, I have stuff, but do you want to just take it away?
Well, no. First, I have a little story. This goes out to one of our listeners. So Cutter was on a golf trip yesterday and the day before with some guys in our neighborhood. Some got, of course, like 4 hours away or whatever. And it was at like I guess it's like a destination where you do like a guy's trip. There's like a bunch of little cottages, whatever. And he was leaving. And one of the guys came and ran out and was like, Cutter, you got to come back in here. And this girl, I think either she was like the bartender or the waitress at this club, was like, are you Cutter Dykstra or something like that? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, I know all about you because I love Not Today, pal. And they talk about you all the time.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And
That's
then one of the
big.
guys on the trip was like, oh, yeah, I listened to it too.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I just saw somebody this morning who was like, don't you have a podcast? And I was like, oh, yeah. And they were like, I love it.
Shout out to the listeners.
Shout out to the listeners.
Wow.
Yeah. So you told me you wanted to take away today's pod.
I did not say that.
That's what
First
I
of all,
heard.
I said I have a surprise for you
Right,
today.
you said you did some homework.
I don't feel like if it's like out of the gate what we do, but I made a dating profile.
All right.
I didn't, I've never been on any of them, so I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do, but I sent Zolo a bunch of pictures that I would have chosen if I was
your surprise for me is the exact thing I asked you to do last week?
surprises that I did what you asked me to do. Exactly.
In the car here, you're like, I have a big surprise for you. I was like, well, I wonder what it is.
Well, I don't think you were expecting me to actually follow through and do it.
I definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just picked some questions that I thought maybe somebody would answer on a dating profile.
This is great.
So this is what I did. I don't know is this what we want to start with?
Please.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my thing to start with today was going to be a very angry Rob. So this is great. I'm very
okay.
happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got?
Zolo, I just sent Zolo like 5 or 6. So that's my opening shot.
Okay.
What do we think? Because I feel like you need to be invited in to see more photos of me. So this photo I have like big sunglasses on. I'm smiling. I'm in a little sundress. I'm clearly there's some strange mouse.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
clearly
realize
Easter
what was
or
behind
something.
me. Some event or something. But I felt like this shows that I'm like fun, playful.
I think it's
Shows you my whole head to toe.
I think it's a great pick. I think there's something missing where it's like, I don't know if it's because it feels like a red carpet or something. You know what I mean?
It's an event.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it needs to feel
well,
more.
I can't. I'm an actor, right? So I feel like. I have, but obviously I didn't put any pictures of me and my kids, so this isn't real. So I didn't understand the assignment fully. Like, is this Jamie, like if Jamie was not me, or is this Jamie if like Cutter is no longer with us and I need to get out and about? Yeah.
R.I.P.
But
Cutter.
I didn't include my children in this, just so
well,
we
listen,
know.
that's
this
that's
is a
a
fantasy.
choice. Next week you could do the one with kids.
Okay, this is my fantasy. This is not single mom. This is just still single in her 40s, Jamie.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay.
This is a surprise.
This is what we're working with.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my first shot.
Okay, I like it. The only thing I don't like is that it does feel eventy. I would like somehow to feel more, but this is if we're trying to make the perfect dating profile.
Let's go see the rest and then go for it.
For sure. Maybe this isn't the first picture. That's the thing.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, it's
That's
just
good.
me at home in like a swim cover up, no makeup with my dog.
I like it a lot. I think that's
And you can
great.
see I'm an iPhone user.
Yes, it says your
I
text will
don't
not
use-
show up
that's
green.
right.
Yeah, it says you're chill. Boys, what do we think so far?
10 out of 10.
10 out of
Really?
10.
You would swipe?
10.
You would swipe right.
I'm
Solid.
swiping.
Oh, Jamie.
Wow.
Jamie, are you
Swiping.
kidding me?
I feel
You're
real good.
You're
Okay.
in the top. You're a 1%er on
Wow.
dating apps.
I love
Come
you,
on.
Cutter, but this
Now-
is feeling good. I start going for it. You're going to be shocked at the photos I've put in here, Rob.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Shout out to Bean, by the way. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Do you think this? I felt like this shows my body, but it shows I'm adventurous. It shows I will.
You really did. You did some homework.
I love
Jay.
animals, kind of. Okay, so for those
That doesn't look like the face of someone who loves animals right now. Right? I mean,
so I said kind of.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the ocean
Yes.
in a bikini with a carrot in my hand, and there's a large ass pig, bigger than me, with a carrot in its mouth. That it just took it from my other hand.
Did anyone else think those were hot dogs?
Oh, is it a hot dog?
I thought
No.
those were hot dogs.
No, I thought it was carrots.
Carrots.
Okay, I'm just saying from here. I thought
You know
were
me,
holding
my
hot dog.
memory.
Yeah.
So what's your review of
Listen,
this?
I like it. I think you're showing your body again. The adventure whole thing. The only thing is, I wish you were smiling in the picture. You look a little. You look a little scared.
I wanted to show that I'm funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a sense of humor.
Again, I think these are all good pictures. The problem is, I don't think we have our cover page yet.
Okay,
That's what I'm on. But I
okay.
think this is the 9.5 out of 10. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
There you go.
Is
That's
that the
good.
cover photo? Okay, so
Yeah,
for those
yeah,
of you
yeah.
at home, again, this is me holding I was at a margarita making class, and I'm holding like a very large margarita, and I'm cheersing with someone, and the person that I'm cheersing is taking the photo, and I'm looking coyly at the camera.
And then under it could be some sort of thing about how you're a great date because you
Oh,
learned
do you
how to
have to
make
caption
margaritas.
every photo?
You can, you cannot. But it could be a great thing where you're like, I learned how to make the perfect margarita. You know?
I can make you a perfect margarita.
Yeah, you lure in those alcoholics.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say again, though.
Yeah, you
Who
don't
the-
see.
Who the fuck's this nigga? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who this guy is behind the camera.
That's a woman. It's
That's a
another
woman?
girl.
I don't know.
She's got some manly hands,
No,
huh?
I can't tell. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at the background and I'm like, maybe this is too fancy for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yes.
too fancy.
Yeah, we all know Chad gets angry by hot chicks in fancy situations. But the thing, you know what's so funny? When you were saying, who is this guy? I say guy. And he
That's
in
what
the
I said.
back, I thought you were talking about that guy in the
Oh.
back. I was like, geez, man. I was like, you're strict, bro.
No,
Yeah. Okay,
I
I,
don't know
see
who
what
his
you're
hand
saying.
is. I don't know
Who's
who
that
his
guy?
hand
Yeah, I think that guy was working the event that I was at.
So let me ask you this.
What?
Annie, you're if you see any dudes on a dating profile, you don't like it?
It's not that I don't like. I mean, I want to know. I want to know who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do some digging. I'm gonna be like, is that the ex? You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm. Right.
the picture that
But
she
what
gonna
if
put
it
on there,
is?
the ex? That's weird.
Really?
That's weird to put the ex up there. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
But if it's like a super hot chick who's cool, is it gonna bother you? Like, and is it gonna stop you from?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not this far. I'm already swiping. But
Oh yeah, of course.
but if I was, yeah, it's just like, because you know what I feel like we gonna come to is that, like, oh yeah, me and him are still great friends. Like, oh,
That's what I was going to say. Do you
man.
think I could caption this photo? It's like, me and my ex are still friends.
Yeah. Me and my ex enjoy a cocktail every now and
He's
then.
the guy in the back there sitting in the chair in the corner. Okay, next.
Yeah, that's your cover, I think.
Oh, really?
That's your
okay.
cover photo, I
All right,
think.
so this is
Yeah.
a picture of me on a red carpet. I'm like modestly dressed. Got
over,
like a
over what I've seen so far, because Annie's giving me a face. Sorry,
You
it's
don't like
either
this one?
either this or the margarita picture, but the other ones I just don't get. I think this is you get Annie. What are you thinking? You're giving me a face.
I mean, I'm just confused as to why you're not saying this is a venti. This is definitely
this
a
is a
venti.
literally event.
Well, it is, but the other one, because this is like this. I know this is a venti. You know what I mean? This is an event. Where the other one was like, I don't know. It feels a venti, but there's like a rabbit or a fucking mouse. Like I don't.
I
It's
like
a,
the first one better.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Oh.
I think that's the cover.
The,
Wow.
the other
Yeah.
one kind of gives me the impression that she's going to have me run a bunch of errands for her or something.
That one?
Oh, see, I like that.
Really?
Because I'd be like,
I
get the
like
fuck out. I'm not
that.
running your fucking errand. You know what I mean? That
No,
starts,
this
that
is a,
starts
this
shit
giving
up.
'cause you
this
know
is giving
problems
a
are
will you hold my this is giving a will you hold my purse vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the guy. Cutter can tell you about it. Waiting at the end of the carpet with my purse.
See, when I was dating somebody, I was always the one on the red carpet. I would kill for the person I was dating to be like, hey, hold myself and go and do the red
Oh,
carpet. It's
for
like, oh,
sure.
thank God. I
For
don't have to
sure.
do this fucking loser shit.
That was funny. I get the vibe that I'm going to be the Instagram boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
From this?
Not from all of it. I feel like I'm going to be the dude holding the camera a lot.
From all
taking
my
pictures.
photos?
Yeah. I think
Really?
that, which is not, that's not a.
But they're not like specially curated, and I'm not doing like. I thought they were more candid, but okay.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. Some dudes are into that. I'm just saying. That's the vibe that I'm getting.
Well,
I
then
actually wouldn't care. I'm cool being the Instagram boyfriend. That's cool.
I'll put in my profile. You will not have to be an Instagram boyfriend. Because
That's
if you
a
go to my
good-
Instagram, you will see that there's nobody's taking photos of me.
That's a very good caption. Zola, you've been quiet back there. What are we thinking?
I think they're solid picks so far, but I think we got even better stuff in store.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
okay.
he knows.
Yes, there's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that
yeah.
this is the one that I
Okay.
think's coming that I really.
Oh, is it the one with you on the beach?
No, I'm in a bathing suit.
Okay.
Is that the next one?
Bent
Yeah.
over a sink? Oh, yame. I mean, come on. There's nobody's ever. You're not getting one no if you're putting this picture out. There's not one person who's like, nah.
But is this aggressive of me?
No, it's not aggressive. I think this is great, but
I'm in a bikini for those at home, and
yeah.
in like a cabana with a straw hat, looking confused.
the straw hat. Yeah. You no, there's
This wasn't, but actually Cutter did take that photo of me, so maybe this was a little Instagrammy boyfriend, but it wasn't for an intent to post. It was more like, Jamie, you look good. Let me get a photo of you.
You're lucky you're in a bikini, because if you were in a black dress, I might be getting Blair Witch vibes for some reason. I'm just saying.
I look a little witchy.
Yeah,
My
there's like
hair's
a little
dark
there's
and
a little
long.
Blair Witch stuff going on. But
Yeah.
listen, I know what's out there on these dating apps. If there's 100 guys, if you put 100 guys in a room and say, "Are you swiping yes on this profile?" You're getting minimum 99, probably
Wow.
100.
Okay, well, let me read you what I wrote. Was this the last photo?
We have one more.
Oh, we have one more.
Oh, it gets crazier. Yeah, see that I love that.
I had to put that one in there because I feel like this is Yami Lee.
That's
This is
great.
me.
That says you're probably not going to be the serious Instagram boy. See, that's now you're relieving
I did
Annie's
good.
worries with that photo. Yeah.
You've taken a sigh of relief. So this photo, I'm in a robe with a jacket with the hood, a beanie, glasses, hysterical laughing, probably not sober.
You just got this made it official that an NBA player will slide into your DMs. You just got Annie's full approval.
Yeah, I'm in 100%.
Yeah.
Oh wow, guys, this feels great. Well, let me read you
Listen,
what I wrote.
I think you did a
I
fantastic
did.
job.
This was fun. This was
Yeah.
a fun project. So my title, whatever sentence that the first thing you would read about me was I would say I'd rather order in and watch TV.
I mean, I think that's what mine says.
Are we a match?
Yeah, I think mine says like I won't go out with you. Like, go ahead.
Then it says I've heard from people that know me that I'm very nice. Then I said my best life skills are I always see the positive and I definitely don't give up. I'm looking for someone that has a great sense of humor, is kind, and doesn't mind me watching Bravo. 5 things I can't live without are great food, sunshine, laughter, friends, and TV.
Can I just quick sidebar? Did you ever see the interview with Carmen Electra when they asked her what is something you can't live without, and she said oxygen?
No.
Did you ever see that?
No.
And they announced the person's like, "Excuse me," like, and she's just like dead serious, like she doesn't know that they meant like, "Oh, you know, my phone," or like whatever, and she's like, "Oxygen," like trying to come
Trying
up
to
with
give like a smart answer.
Sorry, that just popped into my brain. I think those are all great. I think
Where have I gone wrong?
the second one I don't like, but
Which is my friends. Well, I was answering a prompting question. I Googled what are dating app questions.
and what one were you in? Because I've heard
So
from
what
people
would
that
friends
that
say?
know
How
me
would friends
that I'm
describe
very
you?
nice.
The question was, how would your friends describe you?
Yeah, listen, I'd rather order in and watch TV. That's an 11. That's the greatest answer. That's the best.
Okay, cool.
My best life skills are I always see the positive. I definitely don't give up. That's fucking awesome. 5 things I can't live without. Grave, sunshine, TV, friend. I mean, fucking perfect. Looking for someone that's huge. Awesome. I think just I've heard from people that know me that I'm very nice. It seems like a lie. Yeah, I would just
Okay.
read that and I'd be like, why does she feel the need to say that?
Right.
Boys, what do we think?
I didn't think that at first, but now I'm getting suspicious.
Yeah. It just
I just ain't gonna be reading. You know what I'm saying? I ain't reading.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the pictures. I'm swiping. That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, whatever you writing, I mean, it's all bullshit anyway. So.
Right.
But can I want to say that I think those dating profiles, the reading that stuff is not to get the swipe. What that reading stuff is after you swipe and you've been talking for like an hour or two, you're like, wait, what did this chick say on here? Like then you
Right.
go back and then you read it and you're like, what did you know what I mean? It's not slam dunking
And
a
then-
yes or a no.
Then usually I'm like, oh, I probably should have read this beforehand.
Yeah. But then you're like, then you never learn that lesson because I've never read beforehand in my entire life. I barely read after. I think you do. You know what? Sometimes they also have on there. Oh, here's one for the boy. I got something good. So sometimes on the thing it says a statement from one of my friends.
Oh.
So you give your phone to your friend and they write something.
So
boys,
what would you write for me?
Well, I want to hear the boys. What would boys if Jamie asked you to write something on her profile about her, what would you write?
I don't know. Shit. I ain't a writer. I don't know. Chad, go for it. That's hard.
Wow,
On the
guys.
spot.
Wow, you got
Thanks a
some real
lot.
Casanovas in
here. Wow. Really love me.
Walt Whitman back there.
They're stumped.
Hey, say one thing about Jamie. Three guys like,
I gotta tread lightly here after what happened on the previous couple episodes.
Yeah, I'll speak for Chad. Super hot. My favorite person ever.
Man, fuck
loved her
you.
when I was 12.
I would just say she was in The Sopranos.
Okay.
Wow, you really gotten to know
Wow,
us over
guys.
this.
I'm really
over-
confident
over
about our
time, yeah.
relationships here. Really confident about how everyone feels about me.
Listen, I'm shocked you did it. I'm very proud of I'm very proud of you. I think I do like the exercise of the fantasy, Amy Lee. Now I think next week, even if you just want to do a few photos, I would like to see the ones you pick with children.
Well, I would only have done like one with the kids. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. I just because it's like, what are you showing? Are you showing, hey, I'm posing with my kids, or are you like in
By
the
the way, it
house
was
being
very
goofy?
hard to find photos of me alone.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
I know, but that's what annoys me when I see other people's profiles is I don't like seeing groups of people. I want to just see you because then I'm looking at all your friends and then I'm looking at the other people.
But then you could have it could be with your mom and your dad, or it could be with grandparents. It could be like you have the dog. You could have like it doesn't have it should never be with somebody who they could mistake for
Right.
you. Like, oh, is this what it could be a lot of girls are like, that's not my kid in the picture. You know what I mean? Like they take a picture with a kid to show like they're like motherly, and then they're like, that's not mine. Like
Right.
with my, it'll caption like breakfast with
so
my
I'll
niece.
have a picture of my kids and be like, these come along with me.
yeah. These unfortunately these happen to be
That's-
mine.
yeah, these are-
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was fun. Thanks for the assignment.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
We so I have, speaking of children, I have something. Can you play the first audio clip that I sent to you, Zolo, please? So Jamie, what would you guess that is?
That sounds like a bunch of mothers cheering for their kids at a baseball game.
That's pretty fucking good. These are people reacting to a fucking gender reveal party.
That's your kryptonite.
I gotta say, I would like to get Dr. Drew to have to like evaluate these people, because here's the deal:
The type of person that
when
gets that
somebody
excited
announces
at a gender reveal.
if somebody says I'm pregnant, that reaction is okay. You have that reaction. You scream. You're happy. You're this. Then, whatever many months later, when somebody goes, "Oh my God, is it a boy or a girl?" First of all, it's one of fucking two things. Stop it. These people need to stop.
Maybe.
I really want, and here's why I brought this up, and I've changed my thoughts on it. So I always thought I'm never gonna have a fucking gender reveal if I have kids. Now I'm having a gender reveal because if anyone acts like this at the fucking thing, they're not allowed around my kids. This is horse shit.
Is there a video that goes along with this?
There
clip?
were videos, but I don't, you get
We don't
fucking
need to see
copyright.
it.
Who is it? Strangers and this. But these, I had so many of them of people losing their minds, crying. And by the way, if you Google gender reveal party death, like a lot of people have died at gender reveals.
What?
But also they've started
From
like-
heart attacks?
no. From like, oh, we're gonna do like a fucking I don't
A
know.
firework?
When we Google it, we'll see. But one was they did fireworks and they started one of those like California wildfires
From a
having this
gender
shit.
reveal.
I would like to start some sort of petition where we ban gender reveal because it's just such a fucking asshole thing. The first person who ever fucking
When did it
this
start? When they could give you
a
it
pilot
early?
died after the plane he was flying as part of a gender reveal party in Mexico crashed on Sunday. By the way, there's so many of these. People are dying to show your fucking asshole self. It's a boy or a girl. Stop it. There's two options. It's A or B. It's not like this makes me so, and then people react like all crazy. It's like if they were going to react that way no matter what, people are sick in the head.
Yeah.
People are sick. And I want Dr. Drew to tell us what the fuck this is because I don't think it's normal.
You don't.
This is all in like the last like 10 years, right? Like this was never, when I was growing up,
no.
I never heard of this
Gender
ever.
reveal was not around for Bo.
Oh, I'm angry about this. Ian.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It makes me, these people are such fucking, because that whole like, but is there ever more attention on you than when it's like, you're having a baby, you're pregnant, the baby shower, it's all about this. And then someone's like, you know what? I need another party. I need another thing for people
Well, there
to.
is a big letdown for a lot of women, like after their wedding, like there's like a depression of all this gearing up for the day. And then when it's done, like there's nothing for them to feel special about anymore. Maybe.
See, as a feminist, I would have said that's the hormones, but you can, if you want to say
the
that.
hormones from the birth, from the wedding?
The birth, you were saying wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying giving birth.
Oh, I don't want to be around anybody after I give birth for
wow.
a long time.
So a lot of people get depressed after a wedding?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it's all the,
Because all
I'd
the
be so
hoopla's done.
relieved.
Like all the leading up, all the planning, all the this, all the that, then the wedding happens and then it's just life.
So one of the questions I think I put in here, but I'll just ask you now, and I want to hear what the boys say about this too, about them. But like, what do you think is the best part about having you as like someone to live with? Let's just say like a roommate or something, and then the worst part, because I'm just thinking about as a husband, I will, when it comes to a wedding, I will be the worst. I will just
Why?
be useless because I don't want any part of it. I don't want to do any.
That's a dream.
That's what they make you think. And then when it starts coming around and you're going, yeah, I'm not doing anything, trust me, it's a problem.
That's a dream to me.
I don't know, Yami.
All right. The best part of living with me is I'm very neat.
Yes.
I'm very neat.
Yes, you are. You're incredible.
The worst part of living with me is that I'm very neat. So I get annoyed when there's a lot of accumulation of things and you're not picking up your things.
So I had best part of living with me, my OCD. Worst part of living with me, my OCD. Yeah. Because it's like I'm super like neat, quiet. I'm this, but the worst part of living with me, there's a lot of stuff, but the stuff that comes to mind is I breathe very weird at times, but also like walking around my
What do you
apartment.
mean you breathe weird?
Like I just notice like when I'm dating someone, they're like, "Are you okay?" Because a lot of times I'm just like, like I just like do weird shit, but also like constantly blurting stuff out, like where I just don't even know like what I'm saying.
Is this because you're alone so much?
Probably, but then when I'm dating someone, I do it the same. Like and it never is like oh, I need to
just
take out
one
the
of
garbage.
your thoughts will just come out loud.
Or it'll just be like, like like I just like am constantly like getting things out, and then
Yeah.
like somebody I'm dating will be like, what was that? I'm like, what? And I don't know what they're talking about, but I don't control it. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes like someone will be sleeping and I'll just be like, like and just like do weird shit.
I would have said the hardest part of living with you is that you have to adhere to your hours.
No, but no one does.
Yeah, but listen, if you aren't getting up till like 11 or 10, I'm not going to be like my normal self, like doing my things around the
Well,
house.
now we know the worst part of dating you and living with you.
But
You walk around going like this all the time.
That's actually Cutter. He makes the most noise. But do you know what I mean? Like having to feel like I have to be quiet for you, that would
Jamie,
suck.
your house is big enough to where you don't gotta be quiet for no one, sister. Like, let's be real. What do you like? If I'm like, hey, I'm staying in the bed, you have fucking the world.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
But what if I need to go into my room for something?
I'm a heavy sleeper. I've never ever been dating somebody and been like, hey, can you be quiet or can you? I'm not that dude. Like I sleep through.
Do you
anything.
wake up earlier when you're dating someone because you're like more excited
No.
and more pep in your
If
step?
anything, I sleep later because I'm miserable. No. I'm very unexcited to wake up when I'm dating somebody because I know I'm gonna have to shit in minutes time. And
You know,
I have to
every-
do that around them, and it really it's so hard. I've never come to grips with
I've
having to
never
shit
met
around someone I'm
anybody
dating.
whose life revolves around when they poop.
Your
more.
husband, but he just tells me instead of you.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, he's constantly
He
texting.
knows
He's
better.
like, "Oh my god!" After we ate Zeke the other night, he's like, "I had to take a night shit." He's like, "This is ridiculous." Yeah, it was like a whole thing. Yeah, shout out to Zeke, I guess. I don't know, but it made. He's like, "Does this give you
Zeke's
gas?"
ruining everyone's lives
He's like,
lately.
"Does Zeke give you gas?"
Everything gives him gas.
That's what
oh
I
my
said to him. I was like,
God.
"Dude, every dinner we leave, we're like, does
Everything.
that give you gas?" I'm like, "It's you."
Everything gives him gas and heartburn.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. So, you know,
he's figuring it out.
Yeah. Every time anybody brings you up or I bring you up, they're always saying, "Is he dating? Are you?
No.
You're not dating at all."
No, I went back to New York. I was like talking to someone. I'm just like, I'm not. It has to be so like perfect for me to get excited for dating. Where it's like someone who doesn't drink, someone who, because like what happens is I'll be for like a week or two. I'm like, I don't want to do anything, and then like I'll get like, all right, I want to. So I match with somebody or like I meet somebody. I start talking to them, and then shortly I'm like, oh yeah, like somebody's like I can't be around somebody who falls into their own traps laid by themselves constantly, where they're like, I don't know why I don't feel good all the time, or I'm tired all the time. And it's like, you eat McDonald's 5 days a week. What the fuck are you talking? Every time like you're eating chicken fingers for breakfast. Like I can't be around that shit. Like I just, cause it gets, I'm like, I'm not attracted to you
Yeah.
because I watch you cause yourself constant.
Right.
So like I was dating a girl who was literally like, I don't know why I'm tired all the time. And she would scroll TikTok for hours before bed and fall asleep literally with like her phone on her chest. I'm like, this is just so unattractive. Like, I'm like, I can't, like, I don't know. I just see, there's a lot of things where I'm like, I'm sorry. By the way, I'm attracted to somebody who goes, I can't fucking get off TikTok. Like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, you get it.
Self-awareness.
Like, you know what's going on. You know it's a problem. Where somebody else is like, I don't know why this thing is
Yeah.
happening. I don't know why I'm not. And then it's like, well, I've known you for 2 weeks. I could tell you exactly why these problems are. So there's that. There's also the sober thing. Like, I just can't. You know what happens a lot is like a first date tends to be something where somebody's uncomfortable and they will drink. So a lot of times I've gone on dates where somebody's like, I don't drink. Or like, I have one glass of whatever. And then we go on a date and they're like 3 drinks in and they're getting sloppy. And I'm like, I don't want to be here. Like, I want to go home. So then what happens is I go home. I don't date for a month because I'm like, that
You're turned off.
happened. I didn't like it. But yeah, it's really hard. Like the last person I dated was like, we matched up on so much stuff, and she was like, I have no social media. I was like, oh my God, me too. She's like, I love to cook and eat healthy. And then we like matched on all this stuff. So
Yeah, that was the last time I heard you excited about someone.
yeah, I was really excited and I was sad when it ended,
Yeah.
which was rare for me.
It was rare for you too.
Yeah, usually it's
I
a
never
fucking
see you sad.
big
You're like,
party when it ends.
meh,
Yeah, I'm
meh.
just like, okay, like I find the positive of
Yes.
it ending, but I was like, yeah, I just, but I was moving here and I didn't feel comfortable having
Right.
someone move their life for me.
I know.
So I just, thanks for bringing me down. Jim.
R.I.P.
Jeez, thanks for making me all sad.
R.I.P. Well, you want me to read a sweet and sour?
Yes, let's read
Okay.
a sweet and sour.
Well,
wait.
this is a
Wait, we got a memory lane. I got a memory lane for you before we do
okay.
a sweet and sour.
Okay.
Sorry to put the brakes on that thing. I wanna cheer us up a little. We'll do a little memory lane.
Wait, by the way,
Oh,
before we go, I'm sorry. Have to ask, how is OCD a benefit for the other person? I know it's could be an asset for you.
Because I'm like very clean and organized, and I'm not like it's not like like Jamie was saying, my laundry is never laid all over the floor. My stuff is very like there's a lot of girls who I've heard dating my friends, and they're like, yeah, it's like being a mom. Like you don't have to mom me.
Fair enough.
I think it's a benefit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
this photo is genius.
Yeah.
Tom and Christina blend so well as Tony and Carmela.
didn't
It's
notice at
also their
first.
initials. Hello, T and C.
Oh shit.
Is that what's like this oddly is like, like a weird
We're
alternate
recreating-
reality where
yeah.
we're like their little children?
We're their little children. I think Tom's like 6 months older than me. We're their little children.
Tom's younger than me?
I don't know. How old is Tom? 45?
I think he's like 40. Let me look. 42,
Like,
44.
he's my age.
I don't know.
Well, so this is
44.
the iconic early days Sopranos family photo on the front steps of the house. I mean, we're 16 and 12 here. We're 17 and 13. We're babies. And
Yeah.
Tom and Christina's faces have been put on Tony and Carmela's bodies, and it's perfect.
It's fucking perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah? I reached out to Zolo. I'm like, "Do you
That
think
should
you
be
can
our
make
Christmas
this?"
card this year from Not Today, pal.
Yeah, we should. 100%.
Thanks for listening.
I'm like, Zolo, can we put this together? So thanks to boys in the back for
Beautifully done.
getting
Even
this
like the
up.
skin tone matches. Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, you looked at it for a good second and a half
I
before
did.
you realized
I
it
did.
was not.
I did.
And so yeah, this was in front of the Sopranos house. This was like probably the most famous picture of us that people
I
made
agree.
a sign and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
shit like that like in articles and stuff they would use. But before we got here today, Zolo messaged me something and he's like, "Do you know about this statue?" And I know nothing about it, so I was like, "Just tell us about it on the pod and let's see what it is." But apparently it's like a Tony Soprano statue.
So this meme's going viral right now. I keep seeing it. And was really interested to know if you guys even knew about this. There's a Tony Soprano statue in Lithuania.
Jamie, where's Lithuania?
Fuck you.
It's 2 weeks in a row, baby.
Lithuania. We're so big in Lithuania. Who knew?
Yeah, we love our Lithuanian fans.
Yeah.
And we're
wow,
gonna take
that
a
is-
6 or a
is that
12-hour flight to
life-
come there one day.
Is that a life-size paper mache
I think that's bigger than life size.
statue?
Yeah, I think it's much bigger. Here, let me.
And you're supposed to kiss it?
Let me pull it
I think
up.
you're supposed to kiss in front of it.
Vilnius, Lithuania.
Right. Well, that's in the southern part of
The
Lithuania.
southern part of Lithuania.
Yeah. Right by
Yeah,
the
so
border
it's
there.
like enormous.
Whoa.
Holy
It's like 30
shit.
feet tall.
We might have to go to Lithuania.
I'm
Jane.
ready. 15 feet tall. I
And we
can see it
definitely
there.
do need passports to go. It's not like Pennsylvania, right? Where it's just like right here.
No, this is like. This
We
is
gotta-
a long airplane.
Yeah.
I can't read that.
What do
but-
we got? Yeah, none of us can see that. Can you read that?
It says Lithuanian artist Donatas Jankauskas chose to create a mafia figure for Vilnius's Unexpected Spaces program in 2009. It was placed in front of the Theater, Music, and Film Museum, highlighted that the institution had been run by a single family for years.
Dude, I'm so stupid. For a second, I was like, why would they create a mafia guy for a space program? But then I realized it's Unexpected Spaces program is probably like some artist shit, I'm guessing.
Listen,
And now
I'm down
it is
for
at the main train station in that town.
15-foot tall statue. It's at the main train station?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm down for a field trip.
We go to Lithuania?
Mm-hmm.
That would be so crazy. Just to get a picture in front of there. We do a little
Like
Not
hang
Today
on
Pal
his legs.
meetup.
We can both
Yeah.
wrap ourselves around his calf.
And what's the whole thing? People are supposed to kiss in front of it?
Well, that was just a joke. I mean, it's a meme that's going around. People think
Meet
it's-
me at the Tony Soprano.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
People were, I was at your place. Was that Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
And people were sending you all their Halloween costumes that they wore of Tony
Yeah.
Soprano.
So apparently, a friend of mine, Zoe, I'll send these to you. Our friend of mine had a Sopranos themed Halloween party, and their costumes were amazing. They were so creative. A lot of them, though, I will say I had to like ask more specifics about. I was confused.
And I knew the one you didn't know, which was Christopher when he's in the neck brace.
Yeah, but
That's like
then
a
they also
Sopranos thing.
he had like a bunny tail. I don't know what that means.
You know what was something really funny? I forget if you showed me or somebody showed me like a Sopranos. It was like a trick or treat for like at a Sopranos Halloween party. They had for trick or treaters outside. You know, in the pumpkin when they put all the candy usually, they put sliced meat and it was gabagool, and the sign said 1 gabagool per child. That was fucking good.
Yeah, I'm sending you some photos, but they were great. There was an Artie Bucco. My friend's wife dressed up as Tony Sirico, and it was pretty epic. I'll send you the video of her getting dressed. But I love that. I mean, I think it's fun. That makes it fun to do like a theme party and everybody dress up. But nobody was dressed as you and I. Go figure, because
It would just be
we're
dressed
boring.
like kids.
Yeah,
We'd be dressed
we
like
can wear
Tom
like
and
a Columbia sweatshirt.
they'd be dressed like Tom and Christina's little kids.
Right, right.
That we are.
Are you a little Segura?
So here's okay. you know how sometimes I have dumb questions instead of Googling them, I come here. But this is a dumb
Yep.
question, but it's not a Googleable one. But here's what I was wondering, and take a second before you think about how dumb it is. Just really, if you jerk off a man, who made the cum?
What?
If you jerk off a guy and he comes, who made the cum?
Well, who made him come?
Who made the cum?
Is this a riddle?
I wrote Christina and I was like, hey, I have this question, but I feel like YMH or someone has definitely done this. She wrote like the best thing ever. It made me laugh so hard. She goes, I don't know, this sounds pretty original. I was laughing so hard. But it was, yeah, because I'm saying, like, without the woman being there, like if you tape a guy, if you strap, oh, maybe that's one we didn't approach. But if you strap a guy's arms and legs down to a bed, he can't make that come. So it takes you to make that come. And here's what I said, because most people would say the guy made the come, right? But that would mean that the ingredients to a pizza make a pizza. No, the person who grabs the ingredients and makes the pizza. So if you make that guy come, did you just make the come?
Sure.
Guys, what do we think back there?
I mean, it's an age-old question, you know, what came first or who came first,
That's
the
right.
penis or the hand? You just don't know.
Yeah, who came first? So I want to read to you Christina's response so she wrote me at first, like, obviously just goofing on me and being like, we're like, oh, that's funny and blah, blah, blah. But then she wrote
answered.
back. Yeah, then she was like, I've been thinking more and more about what you said. Hold on. She wrote, I see what you're saying. If it's not the stimulator, there would be no cum if it wasn't for the stimulator. She goes, that's deep, bro. And then I was like, oh, should I do this? She goes, oh, that's original. So then, like, sometime later, she writes back, now thinking about your question, it would hinge. This is when I'm not smart enough to understand this. She goes, it would hinge on when a man produces the cum. Is it produced on demand or is it produced then stored for later? If it's the former, then indeed, one giving the hand job can cause the cum.
Thank you, Professor Christina.
Yes. Well, she's a brilliant philosopher. If it's the latter, then the hand job giver is merely the usher of the cum.
Mm-hmm.
And then she started asking me if I'm Buddhist, which I said,
Wow, you guys
I
go
might
deep.
be. If my brain is thinking like this, does this
That's
mean
right.
I might be a Buddhist? Who made the
deep
cum?
questions of life.
Yeah. That's
Not one that's ever crossed my mind.
I don't know, guys. Because I would always think if it just comes out of me, I'd be like, yeah, I made that cum. But now I'm like, man, I'm not even control of maybe making my own cum.
More things that you have time to think about that no one else does.
Aren't you thankful you have friends?
I am.
You
That have no one
that.
and nothing
See,
to
that's like,
do
if you asked
all
me to
around
write
them.
something about you on your dating profile, I would have weeks to think about.
That's right.
I would have
That's
nothing
right.
but time.
You would. You would.
Yeah. We'd be brainstorming.
would.
Jamie, sign us out.
Booth boys and all the mommies, piss on me, beat me.
You haven't said that in a while.
I haven't.
I wanted to hear it. We'll see you guys next week.